Hello, everybody. I'm HeroicNerd. Welcome to my channel. It's been a while. I've been busy working on some things outside of, my creative sphere. By the way, the audio, if you hear that, you probably hear that. I apologize in advance. There's nothing I can do. That's the cooler. I have several coolers and several fans operating at the same time. The reason is because, including a fan, there's like a fan, you don't see it, but there's like a fan underneath the computer. I bought one of those like cooling stands where it's like an extra fan. It acts like it's really cool. I highly recommend it. It worked wonders. My computer was going from routinely 179 degrees. Now it's sitting at a comfortable 139. Just because it acts as a giant heatsink. I don't know. Anyway, I apologize, but it's going to be like this for a while because it's currently 105 degrees inside of my home. The reason is because summer just started. Summer. You see, I live in California where it's hot as hell. It's only getting hotter with all like the cars and shit that are being burnt outside. So yeah, today it's quite a time of turmoil. Let's put it that way right now, and I feel in the need for some escapism. So let's read some comics. All right. These are going to be interesting videos. I have a whole series of them. I slapped them all together. I took a bunch of old Marvel stories, mostly Marvel stories, that nobody even remembers, stuff from way back, probably 70 years ago at this point, and I just slapped 3 random stories together, and we're just going to read 3 random stories in every episode. We don't know what we're going to read. We don't know what we're going to discover. I don't even know. Right? But that's what we're going to do because the city's burning and I want to escape. I really do. So let's read some of this junk. Look at this. I thought this was compelling. That's why I put this one first. I was like, Monstrum? You guys know. Anybody who's been around this channel for a while understands that I have a love for atomic age monsters. Look at this freaking guy. I found Monstrum, the dweller in the black swamp. Look at him. Look how stupid he looks. You know what? I don't blame him. I don't blame him for going on a rampage, because imagine if you were born looking like that. That's a face not even a mother could love. 1,000 years ago, a creature sank beneath a murky black swamp in the Bayou country, and there it has remained for all these ages, silent, slumbering, but still alive. So that's what we're doing. We're doing Long Lost Creature. Look at him. Oh, he's such a dork. That's your whole thing. He just fell into a swamp 1,000 years ago, which isn't that long ago. I mean, 1,000 years ago is like medieval times, you know? Like, there were probably people who witnessed this. He was probably pushed into the swamp by some gallant knight. And now look at, he's up and he's fucking terrorizing these fellas, whoever they are. Whatever they're doing in the swamp. Or if the swamp was able to permanently bury this giant monster, what hope do they have? And does that say Kirby in the corner? Oh, it is Kirby. That's beautiful. Wow, you can tell. Oh yeah, look at the fingers. You can tell it's Kirby. All right. I am a novelist, and it was for local color that I took my family south to the Bayou country. You reckon them Yankees, Luke? Yankees? Yeah, they're Yankees. Yep. I wonder what they want around here. I hear tell they rented the old house out near Black Swamp, hoping they don't stay long. I don't take kindly to them Yankees. Yankees? What is a Yankee? Yankee just like a city guy? Is that it? Like a not country folk? My God, I guess I'm a Yankee. I do live in quite a major metropolitan area. I gotta stop thinking about it, man. I started my latest novel, and things went along smoothly for the first couple of weeks, but then one day, he's writing a novel, I'm writing a novel. This is instant, like, character. I'm empathetic. By the way, did you guys see my t-shirt? Check this out, look, you might think this is cool. Ugh. Atlas Comics. It's cool. It's the only one of its kind in existence, by the way. You could have got one, but nobody did. Now they're gone forever. I can't bring them back, sorry. John, I'm worried. Billy went outside to play a couple of hours ago and he hasn't come back yet. I'll go call him. It's probably that damn monster. I'm taking our fucking kids again. Oh, by the way, look at my hat. I got an H on it. That's so you guys don't forget who you're talking to. Billy! Billy, goddammit, stop playing with giant monsters. He's nowhere in sight. I'm gonna take a look in the swamp. Oh, John, you don't imagine he went there. The place is alive with snakes and alligators. That's not all it's alive with, lady. I pray he didn't go into the swamp, but I must find out. Because if he is in the swamp, he's probably in trouble. And then where is it? Alligator! Filled with fear and anxiety, I clicked the safety off my rifle and entered the foreboding black swamp. I warned Billy, goddammit, never to go into this place. I hope this is the one time he's obeyed me. Slowly, I worked my way past the bushes and twisted vines that hung above the soft soil quagmire. Billy! Can you hear me, Billy? No, but the alligator can hear you. And he's pissed. Oh, look, no, never mind, there he is. I went deeper and deeper into the dark, forbidding quagmire until... Billy! There you are, thank heavens you're alright. Come over here, I'm gonna take you home. I can't, Dad. I'm afraid there's a monster under that water. Don't be an idiot. A monster? What are you, a fucking moron? Look, Dad! He's gonna come out again! There he is! Yes! I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this for like 6 minutes and 40 seconds. And then the surface by the dark churning water was broken by the surging mud-covered form of a giant. Wiping the thick, oozing mud from his face, the creature started towards me. He began to make sounds, hideous, guttural sounds. Urkmig. Urkmig? Yeah, I don't know. That's interplanetary. That's from another planet, that language. No! Keep back! Stay away from us! He wouldn't stop. He kept coming closer and closer. I had to do something quick. I raised the rifle, took careful aim, and fired. He's not even wounded. He's still coming after. He looks like he's made of rocks. He looks like he's very much the Thing, which makes sense because around this same time, Kirby was drawing the Thing. So, run, Billy, run! Gurg erg. Gurg erg. Is this gonna be like where he's like trying to communicate with them, but they just speak different languages? But then, suddenly he stopped. He seemed to growl as he reached into the water. His leg, something, it's got a hold of it. Quick, Billy, now's our chance to get away. Hurry, son, while he battles the alligator. Oh, that's epic. I love it. That's one of my favorite tropes in comic books, is when two giant animals fight. Like, have you guys ever seen, it's like 20 million miles from Earth, where the monster keeps growing bigger and bigger, and then he gets into a fight with an elephant? I don't know, that's just cool to me. It's free on YouTube, by the way, right now. You can go look it up and watch that movie for free. Mwah. I don't know, it's stop motion. I don't know if it was Harryhausen that did the stop motion in that movie. I'm pretty sure, because it looks like it. It's like that super high quality where like he does like every frame it's great. Dad, he finished the gator. He'll be after us again. All the way back, we could hear the creature savagely tearing at the vines and bushes behind us. By the time we came out of the swamp, we were only seconds ahead of him. What's the matter? What's wrong? Why, there's a monster coming after us, Mother. Quick, Sarah, into the station wagon. Look, Daddy, there it is. I can't get the car started. It's stalled. Why? You don't take care of your car? Why is it stalled? Why is it stalled right now? When there's a monster after you? You don't care? Yeah, that's what I thought. John, it's horrible. What is it? I'm going to faint. Hold on, Sarah. Don't panic now. I think the motor's starting. Then, just as the fearful, lumbering nightmare was almost upon us, thank heavens, I kept the accelerator at the floorboard all the way to town. Hey, that Yankee fella sure is in a hurry. He's liable to get himself killed driving like that. We've got to warn everyone before it's too late. They don't see the monster? But when I told what had happened... You expect us to believe a story like that? But it's the truth, Sheriff. I swear it. Mister, we've lived here all our lives and we've never seen a creature like that. What you talking about? Okay. I hear you're a writer. Is this a little scheme you dreamed up to get some free publicity? Well, it ain't gonna work. Sheriff, my wife just called me. There's some giant beast that just passed our house, and it's heading this way. But the writer, he was telling the truth. Nobody ever believes the writers. I know. I am one. It took 10 minutes for the sheriff and the others to set up the barricade, and when they finished, here it comes. Let's hope your shotguns do better than my rifle. Is that it? Is that how it's gonna happen? They're just gonna mow him down? No, God, look at that. That's a good one. I might use that one for the thumbnail. But the sheriff and the townspeople were no more able to stop the monster than I had been. We'll have to evacuate the town, quick, before he destroys us all. Just then, it started to rain. A sudden but violent storm, and all of a sudden there was a flash of lightning. Look, the fire, he's afraid of it. Oh, you're doing that? Come on. The storm stopped as suddenly as it had begun, but it had taught us something. It had shown us a weapon. Hurry up, light the torches. Fire, it's the one thing that it fears. God damn it. Why? Why are you afraid of fire? It doesn't make any sense. At least tell me why. We rushed back out into the street and slowly formed a ring around the monster. He's retreating. The flames are driving him back towards the swamp. It's working. He's backing away. We've done it. The quicksand. He's stumbling into the quicksand. Step by step, his strange, unearthly roars fill the night air. He's retreated. He seems to want to sink into the engulfing morass. He seemed to want to lose himself in the enveloping quicksand. It must have been my imagination, but I thought I heard a moan of relief from the unearthly behemoth. And soon, we all stood there, feeling a wonderful sense of accomplishment, as the fantastic creature again sank into the murky depths of the swamp. Oh, he's finished now. We're safe. We've beaten him. Oh, what? Oh, no. What is that? An alien with enormous intelligence, who has waited patiently for the time when Earthlings might understand him, for the time when Earthlings would be advanced enough to help him rebuild his damaged spaceship. But that time has not yet come. We are still too ignorant, too barbaric. Perhaps one day it will be otherwise, but not yet. Not yet. And so once again, beneath the slime and mud sleeps the alien creature, an alien whose crossing the universe has been shipwrecked on Earth, and for ages has remained in suspended animation, waiting, ever waiting. Oh, you poor monstrum! I don't mind that you tried to murder me and my child. I'll help you rebuild your spaceship. I guess I'm just ignorant. I saw when you fucking ripped that alligator in half. That just must be my ignorance. I don't know. What do I know? I don't trust aliens. I've been abducted one too many goddamn times. I don't trust any of these things. I should probably stop cussing. I should probably try and make this channel more family friendly. Fuck it. This is the next one. I was face to face with the Forbidden Robot. Story number 2. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? We're getting 3 stories. 3 goddamn I am so generous. I am so generous reading 3 comic books with you guys. This is like the greatest day of our lives. We should celebrate. We should start a national holiday. This is very beautifully drawn. It's haunting. Every nerve tensed in my sweating body as I walked down the cold stone steps to the dungeon, for I knew that somewhere in those dank passageways lurked the most dangerous creature on Earth. Somewhere in those shadows was a runaway robot. Who drew it? Who drew it? Oh, this was drawn by T759. Perfect. No, that's the page code. I'm kidding. Okay, so immediately my question would be, why do you have a dungeon? And if you have a dungeon in any capacity, whether it's in your basement or otherwise, I think you might not be the good guy in this story. And if the robot feels the need to run away from you, even though it doesn't have any sentience of its own, you must have done something pretty fucked up to it. This is my prediction. Write it down. Here we go. Let's see if I'm right. That's going to be the story. It's going to be the story that It turns out the human was ignorant. That's what they're gonna say. Watch. It began with a gloomy realization one day in the year 1967. Is that when this was written? I don't even know. I pulled these from all different, like, I don't know. I have no idea. Poor Anne. When we married, I swore to work hard and give her a wonderful, exciting life. But so far, I've given her nothing but this meager existence. And for inventing an anti-germ serum, we have voted you the Outstanding Citizen of the Year. With this award goes a prize of $5,000. No, this is supposed to be like retrofuturism. This is, in the year 1967, there will be televisions in your wall. Lucky guy. If only there were some way for me to do something like that. Some way for me to become rich and famous. And it was the following day, while passing a toy shop, that the idea came to me. Those television gadgets, they might be the answer. They might be just what I need. That night, I worked out a plan, and then... I'm going out, honey. Don't wait up for me. I'll be home late. Ralph, what are you doing with those ropes and chains? Where are you going? Don't worry, Anne. I'll be all right. And when tonight's work is done, life will be a lot better for both of us. Because many people said they were dangerous robots had been banned from the past 5 years? So robots were invented in 1962? I doubt. Very much doubt. We're getting them now in the year 2025. Isn't that cool? We're getting them now, and they're mostly going to be used for sex. So I love reality. I love living in the future, really. Not that I own a sex robot, but just the irony of all of it, you know? I don't know. I'm taking a heck of a chance, but it's for Anne and our happiness together. Within a little while, I reached the compound where robots were interned and deactivated. If I can just get in here without being seen. Okay, you see, you're the idiot. You're the one that's breaking in to this place. You're the moron. You're the, oh man, they look cool. Look at it. They look like Tech Knights or whatever. Wait, Tech Knight? Where did I get that from? That's from something, but they look cool. They look menacing. I like them. Like, if I was gonna get a sex robot, or I mean, just like if I was gonna get a robot, it would look like that. You know, like he would just be like a tough guy. He would be my heavy. I'd walk everywhere with him. If somebody tried to talk to me, he'd be like, HeroicNerd is just here to have a good time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Here they are. Once these robots were able to move and think, now they're just lifeless hunks of metal and plastic. I picked one out of the machines and attached the television instruments to it, and I adjusted it for reactivation. I'll just set this to give me enough time to get out of here before these robots come to life. Why? What's your plan? I'm not even really sure what the plan was. He just saw the thing on television, and then he wants to give his wife a better life, presumably with more money, I'm assuming. How does this amount to anything? Soon I was outside the compound watching a strange and powerful automaton once more start to move. There he goes! We'll be coming out within seconds. I hope I haven't taken on more than I can handle. It's too late to worry now. I've made my play and I'm going through with it. What is it? What is your play, man? You gotta tell me. The robot stole out of the compound and I followed him. With the television instruments, I was able to keep far behind him and yet know exactly where he was. I'll wait for the right moment and then strike. Capturing an illegal robot will make headline news and I'll get a reward and become famous too. There it is. So basically, you're an idiot. Nobody will ever suspect that I'm the one who set him free in the first place. That thing is probably stronger and smarter than you can possibly imagine. But then, all of a sudden, there's something going wrong with the receiving set. I'm not getting any pictures. Frantically, I rushed ahead to the last place I had seen the robot. This is where I saw him. From here, he could have headed in any direction. But wait a minute. The abandoned castle is a perfect hiding place. I'll bet he went in there. Stop. Halt immediately. Halt. Call the cops. Call the robo police, man. Come on. This is such a bad idea. I'll bet you guys $5. I'll bet you guys $5 that he doesn't call the police. All right, here we go. Even as I scaled the castle wall, give me my $5. Give me my $5. Give it to me. It's done. Oh, it's going off. Do you guys like that? It's Metal Gear Solid. That's my alarm. Hold on. It goes off every day to tell me when the second half of the day goes so I can work. It's Metal Gear Solid. It's crazy. Everybody always asks me, "What is that? How come your alarm is so crazy?" And I'm like, "It's Metal Gear Solid." I tell them, and they go, "What?" And I'm like, "Fuck, I'm old, I guess. I don't know." It's far from easy to capture a robot out in this open, but in this place it'll be 100 times tougher. Yeah, maybe call the cops then, man. You're in over your head, dude. I'll be amazed if this story ends with him becoming a hero and making all that money. I'll be amazed. He could be hiding anywhere, and he has the element of surprise on his side, a half ton of mechanical strength, just waiting to pounce on the first human who comes after him. What was that sound over there? In the shadows, is it a gosh darn robot? I tied a slip knot and held the lasso poised as I moved closer. Then when the formidable shape came into view, I've got you. But a mere rope was no match for the Goliath machine. I don't know, man. I don't know, because I'm not that smart. I'm not a smart man. But, you know, I'm not that dumb either. Before he could move, I lashed out with a chain that spun around his neck. But then he gave off a blast of electricity that galvanized the chain and half electrocuted me. You idiot! As I lay helpless on the floor, he turned and fled. My plan had failed. Look at the robot. Look at him. He's so cool looking. I want the robot to win. I'm like 100% in favor of the robot. The robot is so much smarter, so much cooler. Ugh, he's cool. As far as I was able, I got to my feet and grabbed a spear from the wall. The robot must have figured I was done for. He didn't bother to finish me off. That gives me another chance to get him. I had a hunch he would head for the dungeon, and so this time it's him or me. I don't see him, but I know he's down here. I can feel his presence. You've got one more chance. What is that? There he is. He's attached himself to the ceiling. He has Spider-Man powers now. I hurled the spear with all my might, and the nightmare machine fell to the ground. But I spoke too soon, for the robot was still for only a few moments, and then he began to move, to rise. No, nothing can stop him now. Nothing! What is that? The spear? Is that a spear? I was no longer armed. Now, the hunted had become the hunter. You were always the hunted. Stop. You were always the hunted. I turned and fled into the nearest chamber. I don't have a chance of stopping him now. My only hope is to get away while I still can. But there's only one entrance to the chamber, and the vengeful robot came after me, closer and closer, until in blind panic, I hurled the lantern. In seconds, the chamber became an inferno. Then a superhuman arm clutched me, and there was a tremendous crash of stone. The next thing I remember was being outside, bending over the limp body of the robot. I am destroyed, human, but at least I have saved you. You are unharmed. What have I done? This robot, it never intended to hurt me. It repaid my brutality with kindness. Here comes the part where they say humans are ignorant. When the robot was discovered, I received the recognition I had wanted, but I could not accept it. I must refuse this award and this money. The robot was only a machine, but his impulses were far nobler than mine. I used him for my own selfish purposes, and he gave his life to save mine. The only reward I deserve is the regret and shame that I now feel. But as I walked away, I received the most wonderful reward of all. It took courage, the way you did, dear. I'm prouder of you than ever been. And best of all, due to the robot's valiant act, the laws are being rewritten to allow them to exist again. Yay! So I can get my own robot bodyguard. And the one who saved you will be repaired and presented to us as a gift, so that he can be our slave for eternity. The end. You don't deserve him. You don't deserve him. You wouldn't take care of him. God damn it. You know what? if you give me a robot that doesn't look like a porn star, like give me a robot that looks like a badass, I'll buy it. I don't care how much I gotta pay. I'll buy that before, like I'll buy that before I buy a new car. Have him follow me around. I'll do things with him. I'll like play catch with him, even though he doesn't have emotions and he doesn't understand. I would still do it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Or are you guys the type that are like terrified of technology, robots? No, because if you're nice to him, he's not gonna go all Skynet on you if you're nice to him. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to see in the next 6 months or so when they take over. We'll see what happens. Anyway, next story. What was the strange power of Simon Drudd? Simon Drudd, what the why did I pick this one? What was I thinking? I don't know. Let's see. This must be interesting. Number T684. It's very short. Was it only for one short week ago when I set off the alarm that brought the police rushing to our laboratory. The door's locked from the inside. Whoever triggered the alarm must still be in the lab. We'll have to break it, O'Keefe. Cover us. Smash. Oh, look. Are these the heroes? Are these the hero cops of the story? There's no one here. Look, there's a pile of clothes. Help! I'm locked inside the freezer. Hurry. Get me out. Help. Don't worry. I'll just shoot at the door that you're behind. Stand back. I'm going to blast off the lock. The lock shattered, and at last, I was free. Thank heavens, you came when you did. Another few minutes and I would have frozen to death. What happened? How'd you get locked in there? Let me thaw out a little, and then I'll tell you the whole frightful story. We're getting a flashback. This is interesting. I wonder what happened. I have at least the slightest twinge of intrigue. Don't ruin it, comic. 15 minutes later. My name is Bentley. I'm a scientist. For many months, I've been working with old Simon Drudd, the chemist. We've been trying to make a youth serum. A youth serum? What? He's like a baby somewhere in the lab. Is that where you're going with this? Huh? I've read too many of these comics. I know all your fucking tricks. We tried everything. From legendary formulas of the ancients to the most modern medical findings. I finally deciphered this manuscript. I'll be ready to start mixing the compound soon. Good. In the meantime, I'll finish with this enzyme extract. Time and again, we failed. But always we kept trying. We wouldn't give up. In spite of growing ridicule from both our colleagues and the public, we struggled onward. Look, Charlie, the mad scientist is calling it a day. They'll probably keep trying until they both die of old age. Okay, so he's old. He's gonna be young somehow, right? He's gonna turn young. Like, it's gonna work. We know that the youth serum works. But what's the twist? I wonder how long those two nuts are gonna try to find a way to become young. But finally, one day our labor paid off. This is it! We've got it at last! The youth serum, yay! This dude needs it. Come on. I know they're playing with the gods and the elements and all that shit, and this is gonna end badly, but come on, if you look like him, come on. One drink of this serum will make an old man young. It is the greatest discovery of all time. I can hardly believe we finally succeeded. It's almost too good to be true. Wait until we tell the world. We'll go down in history as the greatest scientists on Earth. But then, to my astonishment, Simon Drudd glared and cried, No! This serum is not for the world. It's for me and me alone. Well, I mean, you can sell it. Come on. Make some money and be young. I don't know. I don't understand. All this time we've been working on the formula. You said it'd be boon. It would be for mankind. And now I say to blazes with mankind. I'm the only one who's going to use this serum, and this is what I intended all along. I only told you differently so you'd help me work out the formula. No, Drudd. You're not going to keep the serum for yourself. I won't let you. You fool! You have no choice. Get in the freezer. No, Simon, you wouldn't kill me. Look at how old and desperate he is. He would kill you, dude. At gunpoint, I was forced into the freezer. I hope you can hear me, Bentley, for this is the last thing you will ever hear. I'm going to drink the serum now. I'm going to become young again. If I take that serum every 20 years, I'll be able to live forever. I'll be able to accumulate more knowledge and experience than any other mortal. In a few centuries, I'll be the most brilliant man on Earth. And one day, men will proclaim me ruler of Earth. I'm going to become immortal, and nothing can stop me. I have to get free somehow, before I freeze to death. Simon Dredd is mad. He must be stopped. Huh? It's the burglar alarm. That's it. Okay, here's the last page. Get ready for the twist. I grabbed a piece of loose pipe and frantically started to dig into the wall. If I could just get to the alarm switch in time to bring the police. I can just drink the serum. I can feel it starting to work. Already, Bentley, it's working. I'm beginning to get young. Ha ha ha. Younger. Ha ha, younger. Still younger. Uh-oh. You see? The fucking baby. I called it. Give me my $5. While I feverishly tried to reach the alarm wire, I heard Dredd's voice getting stronger, louder. And then his laugh turned into a child's happy giggle. Soon I heard the gurgling of a baby, which grew into the wailing of an infant. And finally, there was only silence. Fantastic as it seemed, Simon Dredd kept getting younger and younger until he ceased to exist. What? He aged himself out of existence? That's impressive, even for a mad scientist. You expect us to believe a story like that? What do you take us for fools? Maybe you were in the freezer too long, Mac. You began to imagine things. Come on, let's get back to the station. We're not needed here anymore. And so it ended as it had become, with laughter and derision. But there is one who believes, one other than me. Wherever he is, Simon Dredd, I know the truth. No man may tamper with life. It ended as it had to end. It is far better this way. All right, I believe it. All right, not bad. Whatever, it's nice. It was a nice end cap for the story. So anyway, where are we at? 32 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay, all right. Not bad. I'm not mad about that. 30 minutes of nice comic book reading. We got 3 good Silver Age comic book stories. I hope you guys genuinely enjoyed them. I did. Dude, I like this. I like this 3 random stories format. It keeps it fresh for me so that I'm like, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going to happen and I discover it at the same time you guys discover it. So let me know in the comments, do you guys like this format? Do you guys want more of these? I'm going to do more of these whether you like them or not, but let me know. I'll pretend that I'm listening. Anyway, that's it for this comic. If you liked reading this comic with me and you want to read more comics with me, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, nerds, stay heroic.